Hello everyone. Hello guys, how are you guys on today? Guess what time it is? It is story time with Miss Doris. Before we get started with our story, I would like to greet everyone all over the world. I would like to say hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and to some, good night. Someone is going to bed somewhere in the world, but guess what? You are just in time for story time with Miss Doris. I do own the copyrights to the Storytime song that's playing in the background. So greetings to all of you all over the world. Hello, I hope you had an awesome day on today. And those of you where it's night or morning in some other states or country, good morning or good afternoon to you as well. I'd like to give a couple of shout outs for those of you that are celebrating a birthday on today or a birthday on today. Happy birthday to all of you that are celebrating a birthday. Happy birthday to cousin Jordan in Louisiana and cousin Eric in Louisiana and Franklin. Hello guys, happy birthday to you. I hope you're having a happy awesome birthday. Happy birthday to you, Vivian Jones, here in Las Vegas. I hope you had a blast for your day. Happy birthday to you, Maria Maggie, over at MGM corporate office. Happy birthday to you. I hope your day was awesome on today. And happy birthday to you, cousin Charlotte. I hope you guys had a blast for your day on today. So shout outs to everyone, PLCC family, Lakeisha, Harmony, Tanelia, Rome, So, Royce, Shakana, Shaquavia, J. Marie, TM. Hello TM, we miss you on today. Hello Ari, Harmony. Hello, Goddess. How are you on today? I hope your day is awesome. Hello, BJ, Ruben, Mr. Beal. Hello to all of you guys that supports Storytime with Miss Doris. Guess what? I know you guys are ready for that Storytime song. Remember, when we're doing that Storytime song, make sure you are practicing. I hear that song. Make sure you are practicing safety first. It's story time. Story time with Miss. Today's story we're reading is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. Sing to you, tell you all just what to do. I love that song. Tell you all just what to do. It's story time and I'm so excited. And guess what? Today's color with our story is the color red, my favorite color. Story time. Story time with Miss. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to be reading you guys a live new story on today. And to our new followers that just started following, I'm so excited to be reading you your first live story time on today. Moms, dads, nanas, papas, TT, uncles, cousins. Guys, go ahead and have a seat while Miss Doris read you a live story on today. Today's story we're reading is 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea is our story in which we are going to be reading on today. And today's color is going to be the color red. Today's color is the color red. Let's get started with our story. So go ahead on, guys. Have a seat, enjoy your dinner or your snack while Miss Doris at Storytime reads you a live story on today. 20 Leagues Under the Sea. Captain Nemo was a brilliant man and a great inventor. He was passionate about science and technology, but was also a private man, frequently disappointed with the world around him. Wishing above all to isolate himself, Captain Nemo eventually designed a perfect solution to his problem. Using this vast knowledge and the utmost seriousness, Captain Nemo engineered a fantastic submarine equipped with the latest technology. The futuristic vessel could navigate the deepest oceans to discover the unknown aquatic territory. Captain Nemo called his submarine the Nautilus, set off to explore the salty seas. As time passed, people on the land began to hear rumors of a lost ship carried out by sea by an enormous, destructive sea monster. Sailors were afraid of the monster, and soon everyone wanted to find the beast. But was it a sea serpent, a giant narwhal? No one knew for certain, except Captain Nemo. He was using the Nautilus to destroy his enemies. An expedition was formed to try and locate the mysterious creature on the ship named the Abraham Lincoln. 3 brave volunteers signed up: Ned Land and a Canadian master harpoonist, the Professor Aronnax, a celebrated French biologist, the consul, Professor Aronnax's faithful servant. Ned was excited to hunt the fearsome sea monster, but the professor hoped to capture and study the animal in his museum. For several months, the crew sailed, searching desperately for signs of the marine monster. Just as they were about to give up, there was a sudden uproar. "Look there!" cried Ned. "Nora approaching straight ahead. Prepare the harpoons. This is our chance," replied Professor Aronnax. Ned threw the harpoon. All at once the ship was violently struck. The crew tumbled on the deck. Panicked, they tried desperately to keep the Abraham Lincoln afloat, but a giant wave submerged the boat. The professor, consul, and Ned were tossed overboard. They swam for hours, gasping for breath, until finally they struck a hard body, maybe the back of a whale. They rested a while on the hard, smooth surface, when suddenly Ned realized they were not on a whale. "Professor, this monster is made of steel." Ned was right. Without knowing it, they had taken refuge aboard the Nautilus. As they admired the polished metal exterior, Captain Nemo appeared with a few mysterious men. Without explaining why, the men led the professor and consul down to the submarine. They soon discovered that Captain Nemo was responsible for all of the inexplicable shipwrecks. "You have learned my secret," Captain Nemo told them. "Now you must stay on the vessel and never ever leave." "Great heavens!" exclaimed Ned. "What's to become of us?" There's Ned. He's kind of furious. "It's okay, Ned. It's going to be okay. You'll see." "You may move about freely on board of Nautilus," said Captain Nemo, "but you must first never try to escape." "What about our friends and family?" he asked. "These are my conditions," replied the captain. Ned shook his head. "We couldn't believe it. I cannot promise that I won't try to escape," he finally said. Ned returned to his cabin, more depressed than ever. As the days and months passed, Captain Nemo and Professor Aronnax found they had much in common. Captain Nemo admired the professor's scientific mind, and the biologist respected the technological prowess of the Nautilus. "It's a marvelous machine, Captain," said Aronnax. "You haven't even seen it all yet," replied Nemo. One day, Nemo invited the 3 companions to the underwater hunt near the island of Crespo. Ned Land refused, still angry at being held captive at Aronnax, and consul gladly accepted. Eager to rest out of the diving suits on the seafloor, they quickly dressed in the diving gear and followed Nemo out of the submarine. The professor and consul were speechless. The sun sparkled off the fins of multicolored fish and lit up a rainbow of coral reef. They walked through fine and murky mud, past rocks covered in seaweed and littered with shells. Captain Nemo hunted a giant sea otter. When Ned found out what he had missed, he was sorry he hadn't joined them. Navigating through every sea and ocean, Captain Nemo, his crew, and the prisoners traveled thousands and thousands of leagues as they made their way around the world. One morning, the captain decided to bring the 3 companions on an underwater walk to harvest some oysters. While doing so, they discovered a giant oyster that weighed nearly 600 pounds. That's a huge oyster. They couldn't believe their eyes when they spotted the magnificent, shining pearl nestled in the shell. But on the way back to the submarine, nothing went as planned. As an enormous shark blocked their way, Captain Nemo advanced, spear in hand, ready for combat. A tremendous battle ensued. Nemo pierced the belly of the beast, but a violent blow from a fin threw him to the ground. Heroically led, Ned Land stepped forward and finished off the shark with his harpoon, tinting the waters red. When they returned to the Nautilus, Captain Nemo thanked Ned profusely. The submarine continued its voyage. When it finally reached the Atlantic Ocean, Captain Nemo proposed another underwater excursion, but this time it's going to be at night. He wanted to show the professor the pink and sunken city of Atlantis. When they arrived, Professor Aronnax could barely believe his eyes. Ancient walls and crumbling columns rose from the ocean floor as if they were on land. He was mesmerized by the extraordinary sight and spent hours contemplating the submerged ancient kingdom, while the professor enjoyed his underwater adventures. As the days passed on the Nautilus, Ned Land longed for freedom. One day, while Ned dreamed of an escape, the submarine suddenly lurched to a halt and started jerking to and fro. "Giant stupid!" cried Nemo. "We must go to the surface to attack." The professor was terrified, but Ned confidentially grabbed his harpoon, ready for action. The battle was rough. The squid attacked from all sides at once. The first mate was seized by an enormous tentacle and carried out to sea. Ned nearly had the same fate. But at last Captain Nemo saved him from a giant arm with a quick swing of an axe. They were victorious, but not without losses. The crew departed with heavy hearts, and Ned was overcome with homesickness. He had to escape. The calm after the battle did not last long. Only a few months later, the crew suddenly heard a loud explosion. It wasn't a cannon. The Nautilus was under attack, and Captain Nemo was slowly raising the submarine to the surface. Now he saw his opportunity to escape once and for all. Ned crept to the bridge of the submarine and waved a handkerchief to signal the enemy ship. "I've got to get away from here. Please send me a sign," begged Ned. But just then, Captain Nemo shoved him back inside of the Nautilus. "Wrecked creature," roared Captain Nemo. "That battleship is our worst enemy." Captain Nemo was white with rage. Now he was determined to destroy the battleship at all costs. You will taste my vengeance. Ship of misfortune, the captain engaged in battle. With tears in their eyes, Ned, the professor, Aronix, and Consul could not do nothing but to watch the ship sink. They decided it was time to get off the Nautilus as soon as possible. From then on, the atmosphere on the Nautilus was fraught with tension. While Captain Nemo navigated along the coast of Norway, the three companions finally agreed to steal a canoe and paddle to land. On the night of their departure, the Professor Arnes caught a glimpse of Captain Nemo hunched over his organ. The captain was lost in thought. He had never looked so miserable. The professor was torn. Should he really abandon Captain Nemo? He thought fondly of the many, many deep sea adventures they had, but he knew he could not stay. Outside, Ned loosened the balls that bound the canoe to the Nautilus. Just as the professor jumped in, a huge maelstrom appeared. In a second, the Nautilus was sucked down to the depths of the sea. Ned, the professor, and Consul managed to get away just in a nick of time. When they washed up to a desert island, the three companions were wild with relief to be alive. They had survived the maelstrom, but did the Nautilus? Professor Arnick scanned the horizon for signs of the submarine. Did the mysterious Captain Nemo drown in his submarine? Would he one day reappear? No one knows for sure. The end. That was an awesome story. I enjoyed reading you guys a live story on today, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, with our color for today, with our color being the color red. With the color red, I enjoyed you guys on today with our live story time reading on today. Remember, guys, if you're not feeling well, always let someone know you're not feeling well, and they would take really good care of you. And when you're out and about or playing with your favorite toy, make sure you are washing and sanitizing your hands at all times. We don't want you guys getting sick. I want you to continue to enjoy your summer, because school is going to be starting soon, in about 2.5 weeks. So I enjoyed reading you guys a story, but I want you guys to be well at all times. When you approach those establishments that has a sign on the door that you must wear your mask, make sure that you are still practicing safety first, and wear your mask. Guys, don't take your mask off unless someone tells you to. Remember, we are still practicing safety first at all times. I enjoyed you guys on today. Well, as we say at the end of all of our story time readings, I hope you guys had an awesome day, and I hope you're smiling on today. Once you see Miss Doris' smile, I hope you're smiling. Take care. Have an awesome evening. See you on the other side. See you tomorrow. Have an awesome evening. Take care and see you soon. Don't forget to smile.